I want to go back to your mom. So did she raise you basically as a single mom?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, she did.
So what did you learn from your mom? Tell me about your mom. What is it about your mom that you admire, and what did you learn about her that you're trying to implement now as a parent?
Well, she raised me by herself from the time when I was just in the earliest days of grade school. She was an English teacher, a middle school English teacher for much of her life, and first of all, she's got great grammar. That's something I would really strive to have more of, is great grammar. She's the grammar queen. You know, she sacrificed everything, man. I mean, she really did. It's incredible how much she gave up. I can remember coming home, going out on like a Friday night in high school, and my mom would be in the living room reading, and coming back later that night after going to a movie or whatever, and my mom was still in the living room reading. Like, she never allowed herself to really, like, get out there because she was momming all the time and working all the time. And I can't even begin to imagine what it's like to be a single working mother and have to divide your focus like that. I need to do a good enough job at my job where I keep my job, because if I lose my job, my kid is not going to eat or not going to have clothes, not going to have a roof to live under, and yet devote enough time to your kid that he or she feels like they are getting the attention that they deserve and that they need to flourish and to grow and to get better in some critical stages of a young person's life. Just thinking about that, you talk about stress, man.
Yeah.
I mean, that is more than you and I have ever had, right?
Ever.
It's really funny. When I was a freshman in high school, I went to a small high school in St. Louis. Our high school principal was like a real Tim the Toolman Taylor type of guy. Okay, so real handyman,
Right.
like to an extreme, like not just like, oh yeah, I can put that doorknob on, like I can build a house type of guy,
Wow.
right? And so every year he would hire 2 kids from the high school to kind of be his summer employees, and they would help him with like big house projects, like building a deck type of thing. And it was kind of like, how quickly can you become one of those 2 guys? Because it's a great job. He paid well. He paid you for breaks. He got you lunch. Like, it was awesome. So my freshman year, I started working for him. Not over the summer. I didn't make the cut for that yet. I was still on the bench, but I would help him on the weekends with little things around the house. And pretty soon, he and I really started to get close. He really became like a father to me pretty quickly. And my summer going into my junior year, I guess sophomore year, I got on the list for one of the 2 guys to help him every day in the summer. It was a great summer job. And so my mom, before I had my own car, my mom would drop me off and she'd pick me up, and she would meet Principal Horner, and they'd talk a little bit. And his wife had unfortunately passed away a number of years ago before this. And so he was all alone, essentially, without a spouse or companion. And after over a year of me working for Hal, my mom and Hal got to know each other a little bit better. And then Hal asked me one day, and we were really close at this point. And I could kind of, even though I was a kid, I could kind of see what was happening, and I felt pretty good about it. And Hal said to me, Aaron, how would you feel if I asked your mom out on a date? And I was like, Mr. Horner, I think that'd be a great idea. I think that'd be really great. And so the first date that they went on, it was the 3 of us.
What?
And it was like the most awkward thing ever. But my mom, like, was so focused on me and working, but more on me forever, that like she had almost never dated. Like, she'd almost never had any type of boyfriend at all. And I was really excited about this possibility. And the first date was horrible, and I was there to witness it. But it was Hal's thing of trying to make sure we were all in this together somehow. Because as weird as that date was, this whole thing could be 10 times the weirdness if this doesn't go well. Right. And the next date I was not a part of, but they're now married.
That's amazing.
And they've been married for a long time now. And so he is my dad. He's not my dad by blood, but he is my dad. But technically speaking, my stepfather was my high school principal.
No way.
Yeah, which is like, I guess the cool thing for me is that we're like so far past that like I don't even think of that. I don't even whenever I see him, that's like the last thing I think of is my high school principal, because he was like my dad almost from the word go, man. Like, it was really crazy. But what a blessing to have him come into my life and eventually into my mother's life, and he has filled this incredible role for both of us, and they were very happy together, and yeah, it's pretty bizarre, man. It's pretty crazy.
That is a phenomenal story. Thank you for sharing that.
Yeah.
That's really, really cool.